to my review of the Viper Keeper, a folding knife that is manufactured by the Italian knife company Tecnocut in Magnago. Just to avoid any confusion, Viper is the brand name of Tecnocut's knife product line, and Keeper is the model name of this specific knife. Quite some time ago I already reviewed two Viper knives, the Gent and the Timeless, two very beautiful gentleman's folders. They have been designed by the Italian knife maker Fabrizio Silvestrelli. The Keeper is also a collaboration work between Tecnocut and Fabrizio Silvestrelli. The Keeper is kind of a chameleon. Depending on the materials and colors, the character of this knife changes. There is an all-black version with black micarta handle scales and a black PVD coated blade, and this version looks purely tactical. I guess this all-black version may be very appealing to some of you. It's just not my cup of tea. Then there is a version with green micarta handle scales and either a black or stone-washed blade, and this version looks like a great outdoor folding knife. And finally there are two models with wooden handle scales and satin finished blades, one of them being this knife right in front of you. And I still have no idea of how to categorize this version, which is a good thing in my book. The most important point is that this is a highly practical knife that looks really splendid. Let's go over the specs. The closed length is 116 millimeters. The total length is 212 millimeters. The blade length is 96 millimeters and the blade thickness is 3 millimeters. The weight comes in at 115 grams. Let's do a quick size comparison with two popular Spyderco folding knives. Here I've got the Spyderco Delica 4 and this is the Endura 4. And as you can see, the Viper Keeper and the Endura 4 are pretty much the same size. The handle is an open design. There is an hourglass or spindle-shaped spacer here and a triangular-shaped spacer at the bottom. The liners are not milled out. Please note that the edges of the liners are rounded. So is the back spacer, which makes it a very comfortable handle. It easily fits all four fingers. Please note this nicely stepped contour here. The handle scales are contoured and rounded as well. As for the wood, nobody was able to tell me how to pronounce its name correctly. It's either Cerakote or Cerakote or maybe something else. Anyway, it's an extremely durable, high-density wood with a straight to slightly interlocked grain pattern. The Viper Keeper is also available with natural Porcento wood, which is a more reddish wood that looks also very beautiful. The Viper Keeper comes with the wire pocket clip. It rides very low in your pocket. It is not adjustable though, it's right side tip up only. Usually wooden handle scales don't look all that great with a pocket clip, but this one is fairly discreet and unobtrusive. It's pretty short, by the way, compared to the length of the handle. For example, take a look at the length ratio of the handle and the clip on Spyderco's UK PK. As you have probably already noticed, the locking mechanism is a liner lock. There is very subtle jimping here on the liner. The lockup is rock solid. The blade locks open tight and there is absolutely no blade play at all. The most characteristic feature of this knife is definitely the double finger guard. It's part of the blade tang. These finger guards are reminiscent of old Italian daggers. However, the double finger guard is not only a safety feature. When the knife is closed, you can use this one here like a flipper and open the knife like so. If you loosen the pivot screw, you can also flick the knife open. I'm just mentioning this in case speed of deployment is what makes you sleep better at night. Speed of deployment is not that important to me personally. Another question that you might ask is, would this protruding guard also work as a wave feature? And the answer is yes. I don't know if it was specifically designed for this purpose, but you can open the Viper Keeper like an Amazon wave knife. This piece here will catch on your pocket when you are pulling out the knife fast. As for the blade, the shape is a drop point design. It's full flat ground and comes with a swedge. And this part of the spine is also rounded. The satin finished blade matches the wood very well. The blade steel is N690CO by the Austrian steel company Böhler. It's a widely used stainless steel in European cutlery. Fox Knives, another Italian knife company, uses it quite a lot. What can you expect from this steel? High hardness, extremely good stain resistance and very decent edge retention. From my experience, N690CO performs a lot better than 440C. The choice of steel and the blade geometry make for an excellent cutter or slicer. The fit and finish of this knife is very well executed. The blade centering is spot on. In my opinion, Viper knives are highly underrated. You barely see them here on YouTube. I don't know why. As I mentioned in the beginning, I would rather refuse to categorize this knife. The Keeper is too big to call it a gentleman's folder. The all-black version of this knife is definitely in the tactical camp. It's a great EDC knife if you don't mind the size. Non-knife people may find the double finger guard aggressive looking. What do you think? No doubt the wooden handle scales give the Viper Keeper a classy, elegant look. Maybe you want to call this a gentleman's tactical knife. I call it a well-designed and gorgeous looking knife. I hope you enjoyed my review. Thanks for watching. Take care.